Hi students, welcome to ChemShow. Today we are starting with this chapter, that is some basic concepts of chemistry. For the NEET examination point of view, concepts are important rather than definition. So here I am explaining the concept in a simple manner. If you get the concepts of this chapter clearly, you can answer any type of question from this chapter. Okay. So this chapter is divided into 5 portions, that is laws of chemical combination, Dalton's atomic theory, mole concept, stoichiometry, expressing concentration of solution. So first we are discussing laws of chemical combination. Under laws of chemical combination, there are 5 laws. Okay, there are 5 different laws under laws of chemical combination. Okay, and as far as mole concept is concerned, this is very important for the NEET examination. Mole concept, if you're getting the clear cut concept about this, you can answer any type of question. Okay, this laws of chemical combination. Under this, there are 5 different laws. First one is the laws of conservation of mass. That is, this was proposed by Anthony Lavoisier in 1789. The concept of this law is that is mass is neither be created nor be destroyed. Here you can see one example. This 2H2 plus O2 equal to 2H2O. Thus here mass of hydrogen is 4 gram and oxygen, the mass of oxygen is 16, atomic mass is 16, that is 16 into 2, that is 32. Okay, 32 gram. Altogether the mass of O2 here is 32, and the whole mass of this 2H2O, here is the 2H2O, and the whole mass of this 2H2O is this 4 plus 32, this 4 plus 32, that is 36 gram. So here from the reactant side and from the product side, 36 gram and 36 gram, that is the mass under left side is equal to the right side. That is, here mass neither be created nor be destroyed. That is the law of conservation of mass. Okay, the mass is here conserved. Mass is neither be created nor be destroyed. Okay, and the next law, this as far as NEET examination is concerned, here I am explaining on the examination point of view. Definition is not at all important, only the concepts are important, and you have to solve the questions, that is in a tricky way. Okay, law of definite proportion. Second is the law of definite proportion. It was proposed by Joseph Priest, and this law, the concept of this law, that is, here you can see the example H2O. H2O, the mass of hydrogen is 2 and oxygen is 16, isn't it? Okay, atomic mass of oxygen is 16 and the atomic mass of hydrogen is 2. Okay, if this compound H2O has fixed proportion of elements by mass, that is any compound has fixed proportion of elements, any compound has fixed proportion of elements by mass. That is, here if we are taking this water from any source, if we are taking water from any source, the elements H2, hydrogen and oxygen are the elements in this water. H2O, and their mass are in fixed proportion, that is 2:16. Okay, 2:16, 2:16, that is whole number 1:8. That is, if we are taking water from any source, that is, or a compound has a fixed proportion of elements. That is, if we are taking from any source, this compound has fixed proportion of elements by mass. That is, this mass of these elements are fixed, or we can say like this: the mass of this H2O, the mass of each individual elements in this compound are in a fixed ratio. Okay, the mass of this individual element, the mass of this individual element H2 and O, hydrogen and oxygen, are in a fixed ratio, that is fixed proportion, 1:8 or 2:16 if we are taking from any source. This a compound has fixed proportion of elements by mass. Okay, right. That is the law of definite proportion. Now next law is the law of multiple proportion. What is the concept of this? This law was proposed by Dalton in 1803. And if two elements combine to form more than one compound, let's take one example first. That is, hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water here, and here H2O2. What is H2O2? Hydrogen peroxide. And then here the mass is 2 gram of hydrogen and oxygen is 16 gram. Here Here 2 gram hydrogen and oxygen is 32 gram. That is, atomic mass of oxygen is 16 into 2, 32. And if we are considering, that is, ratio of masses of element combined with the fixed mass of other element, which is the fixed mass here? Can you say which is the fixed mass here? That is, here H2 is the fixed mass. In this this hydrogen and oxygen combine to form two different compounds, that is here water and H2O2, hydrogen peroxide. And here this H2 is 2 gram, and here also H2 is 2 gram. That is, here mass of hydrogen is fixed. So this law is that the concept of this law was that, what is ratio of mass of the elements combined with the fixed mass of other element is simple whole number ratio. Here we are considering the mass of this oxygen. Okay, mass of oxygen is 16 gram. Here mass of oxygen is 32 gram. So that is in the ratio whole number ratio, that is 16:32. That is the concept of this law. It is multiple proportion. Law of multiple proportion states that what if two elements can form more than one compound, that is, here two elements is hydrogen and oxygen, that is, the ratio of mass of the element combined with the fixed mass of other element, which is the fixed mass here. Here fixed mass is H2. Okay, that is the ratio of mass of element, which is that element, that is oxygen. Ratio of mass of the element combined with the fixed mass of other element is simple whole number ratio. Okay, 16:32, that is 1:2. Now next law is the Gay-Lussac's law. It was proposed by Gay-Lussac and in 1808. Okay. This law states that at constant temperature and pressure, when gas combine in a chemical reaction, here we can see the one example, formation of ammonia. Okay, 1 mole of nitrogen gas and 3 moles of hydrogen gas combine to form 2 moles of ammonia. Okay, here at STP, the volume of nitrogen is what? 1 into 22.4 liter, and volume of hydrogen is 3 into 22.4 liter, and volume of ammonia is 2 into 22.4 liter. Is at standard temperature and pressure, the volume of all gas contain 22.4 liter. Okay, there's 1 into 22.4 liter, 3 into 22.4 liter, and 2 into 22.4 liter. Okay, here the mole ratio. What is the mole ratio of these reactants and products? The mole ratio is 1 is to here 3, isn't it? 3. 3 is to here mole ratio is 2. 2. 1 is to 3 is to 2. Ratio. We are considering the ratio. That is equal to the volume ratio. What is the volume ratio here? 1. That is 22.4 liter. 3 into 22.4 liter. That is ratio means 3. 1 is to 3. And 2 into 22.4 liter. That means 2 ratio. That is mole ratio is equal to volume ratio. That is this law. Okay. At constant temperature and pressure, when gas combine in a chemical reaction, there exists a simple whole number ratio between the volume of gaseous reactants and products. That is, there exists a simple whole number ratio between the volume of the reactants and products. And simply we can say that molar ratio, mole ratio is equal to laws Avogadro's law. It's very simple law. It is at constant introduced by Avogadro in 1811, and this states that at constant temperature, pressure, X liter of all gas, that is at constant temperature and pressure, equal volume of any gas contain equal number of molecules. That is, if the volume is X liter at constant temperature and pressure, equal volume of all gas contain equal number of molecules. X liter of ammonia, carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. If you are considering these example, ammonia, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, X liter of all these gases at constant temperature and pressure, contain equal number of molecules. Okay, equal number of molecules. There's number of molecules of ammonia equal to number of molecules of carbon monoxide equal to number of molecules of carbon dioxide. Number of molecules of ammonia equal to number of molecules of carbon dioxide equal to number of molecules of carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is all about laws of chemical combination. There is 5 laws. Under this laws of chemical combination, there are 5 laws. These 5 laws are in your textbook, NCERT textbook, from the NCERT textbook. So the concept of this law is important for the examination point of view. So my next video, the continuation of this chapter is discussing. Okay, let us wind up this section. Thank you.